What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfire. So I actually recorded most of this video last night, but I decided not to post it. Went to bed, figured I'd wake up, take a deep breath. I was extremely ornery in last night's video. Hopefully I will not get there again today because of the news that we've got about the Avengers Doomsday trailer. Now, if you, like me, were sort of anticipating it today because of everything we've heard over the last 2 weeks, sorry to disappoint, there is no Avengers Doomsday trailer dropping today, and that's not what had me so upset. It's the news that was coming behind it. We're now hearing from industry insiders like Daniel RPK and even a couple of sources of my own that the trailer is probably not dropping next week either, even though it will be attached to Fire and Ash, and we're going to break down what that means, and I'm going to try to stay calm because, again, we don't know for sure anything. It's been a lot of speculation, but we're now hearing that not only are we not getting Avengers Doomsday trailer today confirmed, we're not getting it released to the public at all before it's in theaters. We're breaking it all down. Quick reminder, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. It's the best way to support us, plus it'll enter you for all the giveaways if you want. Stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So let me tell you what the streets are saying, because this is the newest. Not only is Avengers Doomsday trailer not coming today, it's also not coming next Wednesday. In fact, it won't be released on YouTube or to the public at all. You'll have to buy a ticket to Fire and Ash's box office release to go see the Avengers Doomsday trailer. Now, I would say the part that gets me so upset is they're essentially sticking this trailer behind a paywall if they do that. That's not even what has me mad. I was not planning on going and seeing Fire and Ash in the first place. I will now go buy a ticket for Thursday afternoon just to go see the trailer. So their whole marketing plan here to bump the box office for Fire and Ash, it's going to work in that respect. Putting it behind a paywall, terrible idea, we'll get to that. But the thing that has me the most upset about this is that Marvel's MO for these trailers and exclusive first looks have been not to be too tight on security, even at their own events, and then we end up seeing the trailers for the first time secondhand off someone's iPhone or someone's phone capture with terrible audio. Even YouTubers end up using screenshots from those phone captures to do full summaries and Easter egg breakdowns on YouTube before the trailers actually drop themselves. I can point to a couple. Guardians of the Galaxy 3's trailer comes to mind. That being said, this trailer is so important. The marketing for Avengers Doomsday is so important. You guys know I don't just come on here and complain for the sake of it. But as we said at the end of yesterday's video, there would already be all the pressure in the world on Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars on the Russos, Robert Downey Jr. and Kevin Feige to get this right, even if Marvel Studios had been firing on all cylinders and been building during the Multiverse saga in a way that was relatively more successful than the way that it's been. Because of how well Infinity War and Avengers Endgame were received, how well they did at the box office, there is pressure to always outdo that. And although the Russos say they just want to tell the best story they can, they're not trying to make another Infinity War or Endgame, they're not trying to best Infinity War and Endgame. Of course they are, and that pressure would be on these films regardless. But let's face it, Marvel hasn't been firing on all cylinders. In fact, some of the fan base went ahead and sort of wandered away from the films and the TV shows when they weren't up to the quality they were used to, which adds pressure to this trailer and the marketing for Avengers Doomsday, because let's face it, guys, if Avengers doesn't make $1 billion, that is an absolute disaster. Don't get me wrong, I do not think there's a world where Avengers Doomsday doesn't make $1 and if not close to $2 billion. We saw how well Wolverine and Deadpool did amidst all of their quote-unquote misfires. It did just fine. For the top-level publishing characters, for top-tier franchises like Avengers, there are a lot of people who are going to have their butts in chairs multiple times on that first weekend, probably the second weekend, dragging their girlfriend or boyfriend along with them. The box office is going to be fine, but the marketing really matters. And so if they're truly going to stick this trailer in theaters, what it means is that starting late on Wednesday night and early on Thursday morning, the 17th and the 18th, you're going to be able to see the trailer online, all right. It'll be on YouTube via someone's upload, or Twitter, or TikTok, or Instagram, or all three, with just clips from people taking it on their phone and then uploading it, which is going to force YouTubers and a lot of other people who engage in this sort of conjecture to start covering it, which means we're all going to be covering the Avengers Doomsday trailer secondhand. We're all going to be watching it secondhand, only to have it drop to the public and later. Now, there's no indications that it's even going to drop anyway. We may be waiting till the Super Bowl for the first public trailer release, and then that trailer may be different. Marvel Studios may be looking for the first time ever to take a truly unique cut of a trailer for a movie, stick it only in theaters where you have to go see it there, and not drop it to the public. Now, I will circle back on the thought that that is basically sticking the trailer behind a paywall. I, again, was not going to see Fire and Ash this weekend. just not something that I'm interested in. And now I just went and got tickets for Thursday afternoon at the 2 p.m. showing about 2 miles from my house so I can go see the trailer because apparently I'm not going to catch it on Wednesday. I think this is all a bad idea. I think this is not smart. And so what I'm going to say as one of my final thoughts in this video is, I hope we're all wrong. I hope the trailer drops this weekend. I hope it drops next Wednesday, next Tuesday morning. I thought for sure, and said so in my videos, there was no way Marvel would do this. There's no way that they would want the first look at the Avengers Doomsday trailer to be on people's iPhones uploaded to social media. Apparently, though, it's more important for them to bump the box office for Fire and Ash, if that's the route they're going to go, than what it's going to look like as far as getting covered on social media. And maybe they figure everybody will tune in to see it in HD when and if it drops to the public afterwards, say it comes the week after. But I just think in a world where this marketing is so important, with all the things the way they are, not in an ideal world or in a normal world, in the way they exactly are for Marvel Studios, sticking the trailer behind a paywall in theaters, not releasing it to the public, and then allowing people to have to watch it and break it down via iPhone footage and blown out audio is the worst idea I have ever heard. And so I hope all of these reports are wrong. I hope that I'm wrong in this instance reporting on it. And I hope my original intuition and inclinations were right, that this is just not something Marvel will do, and we're actually going to get the trailer released to the public. In the meantime, two things hold true. I do not believe that Marvel will just drop it out of the blue. They're going to let us know that it's coming. They want to run those numbers up. And so don't worry about trying to get up early Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to have to, just in case. You guys certainly don't. I think we're going to get a heads up it's coming. If we get all the way to next Wednesday and it hasn't dropped yet, you guys let me know down in the comments, how many of you, like me, are now all of a sudden gonna grab tickets for Thursday because you want to see the trailer, not because you want to see Fire and Ash? I can't wait to see what the comment turnout is for this, because I know I'm just a sample size of one, and that is what's happening with me. And I mean, if they squeeze out extra 10 million or 20 million at the box office for this exact reason, is that a win versus what a secondhand trailer instead of the real one on YouTube does for the fandom? I don't know, maybe it's not a big deal. Maybe you guys don't see it that way. Maybe the trailer being posted to social media via phone capture isn't that big a deal, and they know it, and that's why they just don't care. Maybe the trailer doesn't reveal that much and we'll get the public trailer later. To me, guys, I just care. That's the thing. At the end of the day, I still care. I care a lot. I wouldn't even be able to do this channel if I didn't, and I just don't feel like this is the way to do it. Let me know down in the comments. Quick reminder, to be entered for the giveaways, all you got to do, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below, because it's truly random. The more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. Best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. Find me on all other platforms with original music under the name AllFires. And while I would sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.